Should you use logic apps? Yeah, maybe. Should you use a function? Maybe. Data lake? Maybe. AI? Yeah, maybe. Now you have so much to choose by, and you can do so much things. It gets more and more important to understand the real problem and understand how you use the components and what you should
Mm.
put together the good integration and value.
Action, as always.
Yes.
First of all, thank you so much, Mimi, for joining us on Integration Love Story. Very pleased to have you, and just thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. That's very nice, very fun.
Yeah. So the first question is always the integration space might know you for your integration work, but please tell us a little about yourself, but also emphasize a bit about what you do outside integration. Mhm.
Yeah, my name is Mimi Gullberg. I'm have just started a new role at Green Cargo as an integration architect.
Mm.
That company focuses a lot on sustainable rail and logistics and so on. So basically, helping industries move their goods in a smarter and more climate-friendly way. That's a
Mm.
big topic nowadays, I would say.
Yeah. Yes.
Definitely. But before that, I have actually worked 11 years at CGI also as an integration consultant. The, all different kind of things. Worked with BizStark in the beginning, went over to Azure, both developed and done some architecture stuff.
Mm.
Mm.
The deep. What do I more? Yeah, yeah. Outside work, I love to do a lot of sporting. I have a little girl at home, a 5-year-old, and my partner.
Mm. Right.
So I mostly drive her to trainings, I would say.
Yeah, but okay, good. I have a lot of questions about what you build and how from consulting to actually that's not a consulting company anymore you are working in. So you have been switching also like the environment. But before we dig into that, I would like to know more. What's since you already have a kid there, then we can have a clue about how a perfect weekend will look like for you.
Yeah, exactly. A perfect weekend. Yeah, it's a perfect weekend start on the Friday, I would say. So hopefully you can go and pop a bottle of champagne or something in the Friday afternoon. That would be a perfect start of the weekend, I would say. And then have some crisp, watch some movie that, yeah, that the whole family would like.
Mm.
Normally, the little one got to choose, so we are not that. Yeah, we have to tag along on that one.
Mm.
Just hang up. No, but otherwise, I really like to get some quiet time in the morning for myself, a good cup of coffee, go out, play some golf,
Mm.
or maybe skiing if it's winter time. That's some things we really like to do in our family.
Mm.
Maybe end up the Saturdays with a good dinner with friends and a glass of wine or so.
Mm.
That's like the perfect weekend for
That
me.
sounds amazing.
So for anyone who doesn't, I mean, for anyone seeing this, we are actually recording this on a Friday afternoon.
Yes,
So
exactly.
is that's what's gonna happen after this in
Yes,
recording?
it is.
Yes.
That's good. But I missed that there was no Swedish tacos there. I was waiting for the
Ah,
Swedish tacos to come, but no, it
No,
didn't.
no, not much. No, actually, we love food in our family, and this 5-year-old, she's really like vinkokta musslor, blåmusslor. So that's
all
her
right.
favorite Friday dinner, or like a steak
All
sandwich.
right.
So no Friday tacos. That's far away from
Stick
us.
sandwich. Thanks for the inspiration.
Yeah.
I might look into that actually now.
I really sound like a Swedish guy now because I'm having tacos tonight.
That's good.
Oh yeah, that's me.
And I have a good idea for you because I realized that you like golf and skiing, but there is actually we can actually try to invent a new sport like which is golfing while skiing. That didn't happen.
Oh,
This
that
is
would be
simple.
nice.
Yeah, then might do that next winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm already
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you do
So
you.
yeah, you do you.
yeah.
Perfect way to enjoy a walk. No. uh, yeah,
Yeah, but
but how
very
nice. And you said that you said it 5-year-old. You said,
yes,
but still likes that kind of fine dining. Sounds
yes.
amazing.
Yeah, we haven't got that much tacos at home, so that's maybe our fault.
Okay, but
We-
sounds great. Sounds great.
Sounds
yeah,
great.
she also had like this list for the summer activities and the fall activities, and that was mainly like eat really good food, hang out
Mm.
with people, and just have a nice time. So
Yeah.
she's a bit special, but she's fantastic, and it's good for us.
So
Mm.
so let's talk a bit more about you, of course. And the next question is more about, I mean, season. Autumn time is coming in Sweden now, but which season would you be? Which season do you vibe with the most?
I would probably say autumn because that's when I really like this crispy air we have now.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
like when you go out in the morning, you get this crispy little air, and you
Mm.
have this coloring that change all over the time. So we have
Mm.
now it's a lot of red here and orange leaves and so on. That's very beautiful, I would say.
Mm.
But also, I would say that it's calming down a bit in Sweden on the fall side. So you
Yeah.
get more time home, you get more time for cooking and
Mm.
things like that. You can just be home, hang out with friends, do whatever you want. Like Sweden is summer is beautiful and it's fantastic, of course, but it's
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
you should also do a lot of things
Yeah.
always. So it's the fall is a good way to calm down a bit and
Actually, that's very true. I mean, during the autumn, it's really the pace slows down because we have so short summers. So when it's summer, we need to do everything.
Yeah, exactly. And usually, yes, and usually you don't, you invite people less in the summer, and this now you start to look into, okay, now I need to make more like plans for getting people, more people home, because
Yeah.
usually you meet them outside, you plan something outside.
Mm. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Now everyone is home and they have their routines. It's easier to like do spontaneous things also in another way, I would say.
That's
But
that's really, yeah,
Are
there
you,
is.
are you spontaneous?
yeah, I like to be spontaneous. I think so. I'm
How
very
is that?
curious of me, so that's I could yeah. I like to say yes to things. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Nice. But good. Now we jumping into something different a bit and about your background,
Mm.
and how, because you have been mentioning the changing from a consulting company to a different now. What did you carry from your consulting past to what you have now? Because now you are moving to a different type of environment, different type of needs. What, like, even though you are still building integrations, but you don't have the same requirements on you.
No, maybe not. But I think I have always like when I started at CGI, I was like, yeah, maybe I would be here 2 years, 3 years,
Mm.
and then I will move on and run on and do my career as you normally think you should do.
Mm.
But I think somewhere there I found myself with like it's good to do the base, learn deep dive, learn everything from the
Mm.
ground, and take that with you in every step.
Mm.
So I think I have been down. I have done the coding. I have done everything like that. Learned and understand. Maybe I'm not the best coder. I don't know everything about each packet and everything, but I still understand everything about it. I still know
Mm.
it, and I can do a lot of it. And then take it that like step for step up, learning more about architecture, learning more like from BizStock to Azure, and everything that comes with that, with more infrastructure and so on.
Mm.
So that's I have got a really good blend mix of things, and I have worked with really good people and learned a lot, both professional but also personal about me and people around me and that. So now I wanted to see a bit more about the company from the other side also to see more about
Mm.
how when they take in new system, how is the architecture team working with them, the enterprise architect and everything, and how can we like closer the gap a bit more with integration and that process, because I think that could still be a really big gap sometimes.
Mm.
So that's why and it's not always that you get to do that when you're a consultant.
Mm.
No, and but it's amazing to also have people like you in the companies that the
Mm.
consultants work with.
Mm.
So you have someone that actually understand your needs and
Mm.
like interact with you. It's
Mm.
not you don't have to sell every single um, improvement that you want to apply.
Yeah.
There will be someone there actually telling you this is our needs and make it clear. And
Mm.
And also
Exactly.
integrating itself, being an integrator is such an art. I think
Yeah.
it's more like about understanding people, trying to understand the business, and at the same
Mm.
time understand a little bit of coding, but you don't have to do much of that
Mm.
because you want to also have the stable platform.
Mm.
So it's a mix of all of those things, which is actually
But
Yeah,
what
I
you
really like that. Yeah, like that. Sorry.
what would you say? I mean, from you said 11 years at CGI, right?
Yes.
11 years as a consultant. I mean, what do you feel is the biggest challenge for you to go from a consultant company to actually being on the other side? How you say internal IT
Um, that was hard. The biggest challenge.
or opportunities? Just the biggest differences,
Yeah,
challenges or opportunities.
I'm not so good at like when I see a challenge, I just take it and learn from it and run forward. But the opportunity is more. Yeah, but I think we can be able to, as you said, Ahmed, do more. You can say more, and they listen a bit more about you because you are not only costing money for each hour you are spending.
Mm,
It's easier to take what you say
mm,
deeper in a way.
yeah.
yeah, exactly.
But you also, I mean, you also talked about an interesting thing. I feel that, I mean, you stayed at CGI for 11 years, even though you thought that you would leave after two. What I mean, there's a lot of people joining the IT sector now. I mean, not only integration, of course.
Mm.
What would your advice be to them starting a new as a consultant or whatever?
Do what you do really, really good before you try to run forward.
Mm, mm,
Be the best you can at what you do. Learn
mm,
that really deep,
mm,
and then take the next step. Because I think a lot of people just want to move forward as fast as possible, and
mm,
of course that's possible. But if you have all this knowledge with you, we will work for a long time. It's a lot of
mm,
years left in our life.
mm, mm,
So you will have time to do everything else also, but build a stable
mm,
ground,
mm,
learn a lot, and be really good at the things you do, I would say.
yeah. Mm. Really. So, and yeah, I mean, all of us three has been new in this IT section, and everyone has thought that after 1 year you think you know everything, and then you open that door, and then you understand you don't know anything, and then it just keeps on going.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And you have to stay hungry because if you don't, then you miss whatever
Yeah,
train that comes in or something that happened.
yeah,
Yeah, you. I love Bistalk. I think Bistalk is a really good thing, a good platform. It's
mm,
really stable.
mm,
I also like Atari,
mm,
and I like all the arcades games,
mm.
but it doesn't mean that all the games should be like that.
You still
no,
look forward to Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yes, exactly. And I have my PS5 at home, and I like those kind of
Yeah,
things. It's I have to keep like understand and adapt the new technologies
yeah,
and
yeah,
have the capacity to do that.
yeah.
And
but then,
you said something really good. You said a really good line there,
Mm.
which is like I'm not good at you. I don't know why do you see that in a negative way, but like you said, I'm not really good at challenges. When I have one, I just fix it and just move forward.
Mm.
That's the amazing attitude.
Mm.
yeah, but I
I
think you need
like
to
it.
have to work with integration also. You need to like because you will have so much problems. It's always problems, and you need to learn a lot of new things, and you need to come over them. Just take the next one, and the next one, and the next one, because they will be coming. They will never stop.
Yeah,
But as
but
you,
okay,
no, but as you said, no,
so
that one, I was thinking. You said that you need to have the stable part, and it's the same thing that if you have a stable, the same with the knowledge. If you have a stable knowledge in the background, you will be able
mm,
to adapt all and learn all of these new things that coming AI and everything.
mm,
And it's the same with integration platforms. If you have your platform and it's stable from the ground and everything, you'll be able to
mm,
add these new technologies and things into that and really work with that in a good way.
yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
But speaking of your role now at the new company that you're working with, I mean, how does a typical day look for you, or a typical week look for you at the moment?
Yeah, no, I have been here for like 3 weeks, so it's
Mm,
not that far
mm,
yet. It's a bit lot of introductions and so on.
mm,
But I start to get into some projects and things now, and the
mm,
main plan is to set a new real integration strategy and make sure that
mm,
we are following. But at the same time, also try to follow and learn like the new area, like
mm,
trains and rails, and it's a lot of things you have there and components that
mm,
that need to be integrated. So right now I'm sitting a lot with just coming into all of these new uh, new words and so on.
mm,
Trying to learn what is a rail, what is all the components we have on a train, and so on.
mm,
But
mm,
for the technical part is also to go through the platform. How is the platform looking like we have that we have now?
mm,
What kind of how is it structured in a big part? What kind of landing zones do we have? How does it
mm,
look? Where is integration placed? How is the network set up? What do we use? How is that connected with each other, with our landing
mm,
zone, and so on?
mm, mm,
And then deeper down, of course, to what kind of are we working with function apps, logic apps? Are we working with data factory? So just trying to
mm.
get a really good picture of the platform itself.
Yeah, yeah,
And during that time, also try to dig deeper into the project I'm in right now.
yeah.
Uh,
Mm.
so it's a lot of
What?
talking a lot with the business, talking a lot with the developers, like trying to mix everything to get a really good picture of where we are, what we want to
Yeah.
do, and how we should continue. So.
Even though that it's only been 3 weeks, I mean, is there some business challenge that you've seen already that you are excited about solving?
We will have a lot. It's a lot of ongoing projects at the same time, I would
Mm,
say. That
mm,
will be big challenge to make sure that we are building all of that in a good
mm,
way in the platform, that we utilize the platform in a way that maximize the effort, so we really
mm,
can keep building on that later, so we don't give us too much technical depth, too much
mm,
we will probably you will probably always have technical depth in some way, but it would be good to minimize that, to
mm.
be able to get more time for fun things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, but control the technical depth is a good thing because you know that this is in my backlog. This is something that I am aware of,
Yeah.
and then it will be solved later. But it's not a priority now. That's a
Isn't technical depth? I mean, it's a must. I mean, you cannot ever move away from technical depth because
that's why I don't like this word actually.
as soon as you build something and
Yeah,
time passes, it's technical
it's
depth.
technical depth. Yeah, like today the feature. Yeah, now they put a new feature. Oh my god! Now we have a technical depth,
Yeah.
and because once you use this word, that means that you have been doing something wrong, but you have been doing right within this
Yeah.
Yeah,
context.
At that moment you're building writing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just I mean, I have been working here now 6 years, and I know that the customer that we still work on, I know that they mentioned my things as technical depth, and I was like, what? It's
That was amazing.
I did what I did with the concepts I have. But that, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, of
especially.
course, we have a lot of other challenges also. Now we are in more regulated uh, thing, would you say? You need
Mm,
to, when you work
Mm,
with trains in Sweden, you need to, or in Europe also,
mm,
you always
mm,
need to report where you have the trains, how the trains looks, what they have for
mm,
kind of uh, what they have on them and so on. So
mm,
that's a lot of things you always need to do. And when you then start to change the system, when you have this
mm,
kind of requirements on you, you
mm,
need to make sure that it still works,
mm,
and that you do it in these time frames, because then you have the time table that needs to go in, and that's you do once a year apparently to Trafikverket. So then you can't really put out a new system during the same time, because then it will
yeah,
be massive chaos in the business probably. So a lot
mm,
of that, like you need to the projects need to be done, because some of them is really old
mm,
platforms, but
mm,
it's also need to be done fast probably,
mm,
because otherwise we will miss this cutover times, everything.
mm,
So
mm,
just to find that balance, to do what we need to do, and
mm,
do that good, but also not build too much bad solutions just to
Yeah.
manage to do it in the right time.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's actually a really good point of view there.
Mm.
And like as you're saying, it's every time we talk to we hope our guests here, usually they don't talk about, they don't talk about I added this function or this line of code that changed my life. They usually explain their work
Mm.
with the business and the
Mm.
scenarios
Mm.
that's in it.
Mm.
It's
Yeah, but
that's
there's
what
to the business. Like if we don't have the business, we don't have any platform. We don't have a function. We don't have anything to build.
Mm.
Mm.
Uh, the business is the one setting requirement and the need,
Mm.
especially the need. Mm.
but it seems like you have a really good fun challenge to that's it's a really nice, it sounds really good, and really also appreciate that the company sees that there is a challenge, and also they get someone like you on
Mm.
board to help them out with those challenges,
Mm.
which is shows that they are actually understanding
Mm.
these things. And
Yeah, yeah, I think they do. And they have a lot of really good developers. Also, I would say that is doing a magnific work to get all of this
Mm.
to run.
Mm.
It's not that easy with all the rules and requirements. But
Mm.
then we also, as every company have, it's the other problems when, and this is I've seen it like several of my customers before also,
Mm.
when we take in the business is buying in the systems without really and taking the IT part into it. Then we have other challenges to work with and really need to to lose the gaps between the business and the IT.
yeah, exactly,
So,
business decision.
I mean, you've been in the integration space for a really long time. What is something that you, I mean, would say to the integration space that we are not so good at
Oh, we're not so good at.
as integrators? I mean, we are mid business, very technical, deep. But yeah, is there something that you see like we always seem to miss this part?
We are the best. We can say we never miss anything. Come on. uh, no, but I think like to be good at integration, you also need to be good at the business. You need to
Yeah.
understand and like to understand the processes and everything behind and everything they do,
Mm.
and also be able to talk like both the technical way and the non-technical way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be gaps and it will be hard to understand each other.
Mm.
So I think that's mainly probably what you should be good at least when you work with
Yeah. Yeah.
as an integrator.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
but also 10 years in consultancy. Was it 10 years?
11.
Yeah,
11.
11.
Okay, I'm sorry. But 1 year like onboarding.
Yeah.
It's just
1 year of not knowing what you do.
yeah, exactly. I just say that thing. And the people are like usually what I have been seeing, you also have been seeing that I assume for some time there is some when you are like misunderstanding that being an integrator or being a developer or a programmer, because it's
Yeah.
not the same.
Mm.
And usually when you just want to develop a task,
Mm.
I just got inspired by the question,
Mhm.
and I wanted to add something. Sorry for adding my own thought, but it's we don't really tend to. Some people don't really see the connection. You have to have the business, you understand it.
Mm.
Otherwise, you're because the code doesn't really matter in that sense. We have components that we work with,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
as we said, it's technical debt all the time,
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, but I
and
also in a lot
it's
of
become
projects.
obsolete once we are done with it,
Mhm.
as
Exactly.
your integration.
No, but I also been in a lot of projects for the other way, maybe where we come in as integrators and the business like, oh, perfect. Then you build the integration, but you also go in and change the system A, B, and C and do all work in that system because that's what you do. Like,
Mm.
no, not really. I still need a
Mm.
person from that system and that system and that system to actually handle the data and rebuild their system. But
Yeah.
for
Mm.
some of them out in the business, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's also
Yes.
like to explain and make sure that everyone understands what we're
Mm.
doing and who is doing what, and just yeah,
Mm.
remove the gaps between everyone.
Yeah.
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 But that's our job as architect. and the developers to actually try to bring this. This is like from Gregor latest book. I love this book. I just got it also. It's the architect elevator, which is actually talk about this part, which is like you need to have like some kind of an elevator where you actually go up to the business and explain to them and take them with you to the bottom floor or
mm,
up floor. You jump in between all of this
mm, mm,
and you use your uh, because that's what's before you just architect needed to focus on the components and systems.
mm,
Now you have to talk business
mm.
Yeah.
uh, because AI can do everything
Mm.
almost.
Yeah.
Because-
Almost.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
just keep that there. But yeah, but we have been mentioning the negativity now about the integrators.
Yeah.
Let's just say something positive now because we are the best, as
Yeah.
Mimi say.
Yeah.
So,
Like the non-obvious superpower, the skill that people have, but we don't talk about it enough as integrators.
Mm,
but that's probably the curiosity and the communication that you
mm,
really
Mm.
want learn about what other people do also and the business and everything around that and that you have these communication skills so you actually can talk about the technical thing and the business thing so everyone understands
mm,
you. uh, I think that's the big one for
mm.
me.
Yeah.
Uh, then you can bridge any gaps and that's what makes the integration work
Yeah.
in the end.
And if you can do that,
Mm.
then you can also build the fun stuff. I mean, if you are good at talking business and integrating, then you can do it,
In a new way, you can implement. Yeah, let's put an agent here. Let's put an
exactly.
MCP here. Let's
Exactly. If you
do
can explain why,
something.
then
Yeah.
yeah, you can
Yes,
build the fun
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You need to learn how to make your put yourself in a position where you can do what you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. But you mentioned curiosity as a non-obvious superpower. But I mean, what are you curious about in the integration space? What's coming up?
Yeah, I mean that's a lot. I would say that's
Okay.
always a lot.
Good.
No, but definitely the AI and how we can enhance the integration work with that, of course. We
Mm,
haven't done so much with it yet because it's always a lot of discussions if what we can use and how much of it we can use and so on. But learn more about that and not just in terms of like generating code or documentation,
mm,
but actually helping us to design smarter data flows.
mm,
Maybe using AI to predict what should we say issues before they happen. Or
mm,
optimize how messages are routed and transform in a better way. I think that would
mm,
be really, really nice. But also looking into like streaming data a bit more,
mm, mm,
not just moving data in real time, but how we maybe can be able to analyze it as it flows through the integration layer in another way. I think
mm,
that could open some new possibilities.
mm,
But it's also everything comes hand in hand. As long as you have, I think you always need to have this baseline, the base of the platform where you have a solid foundation, a steady
mm,
platform with everything on it. And I think you can try
mm.
out most of it and just make the fun fun stuff
Mm.
and try out what
Yeah.
works in your business and so. Mm.
It's a really good. Yeah, it's a really good answer and thought, and maybe and streaming also. Yeah, just focusing on that.
Mm.
So you think that would you like explore newer integration patterns if you feel like you've been read enough about the AI, not only generative way of it, but like the more like the actionable and the accountable tasks that we can create using AI functions like MCPs or something. I don't know how much you went into that yet,
And
but
not so
like
much, but yeah, I really want to get into that more
okay,
definitely.
let's just take it in another way. Then,
Mm.
do you think that the integration and what we used to, since you already came from BizTalk,
Mm.
will
Mm.
look the same within 2 years?
No, I think everything starts to change a bit, but I think you still will need your foundation, your platform. You need to have your enterprise integration patterns. You need to have everything like the base.
Mm.
But and if you have that, if you have a stable foundation, you have all you need to do your basic work. I think you can add a lot of new capabilities with probably the Gen AI and streaming data and everything. But that's of course something you still I think still you still need that for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes.
So people should still buy this book then.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't get any money for saying that, but
Yes, exactly. But like it's not for gamers.
we should.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
actually the elevator, the architect elevator is also his book. So
Okay.
we are
Oh,
like now. Yeah, we should
We
get
have
him.
to
Yeah.
we mentioned it too much now without having us guests, so we
Yes,
should.
exactly.
yeah.
But it's good as you say. I mean, I think it's really interesting as well because I believe that you are 100% correct. If you understand, I mean, enterprise integration patterns, then it will still be very useful in the next coming whatever happens with AI and such. It's still a way of thinking, I guess.
Everything is a pattern.
Hmm.
I think
The universe is a pattern. Now I'm going deep, but
Whoa, 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 whoa.
but like, but there is also AI patterns now.
Hmm.
Patterns that's like if you explore them, it's actually integrations in a mild way. But we just, I think this area is gonna grow.
But now I'm curious. I mean, as integrators, we always have one like a problem we solved or a project that we are very proud of. Can you give us something that you actually felt like, wow, this is a real I really helped people now with my integration. Something special, something amazing, even yeah, small or big.
it's I don't think it's that amazing. No, but it's always when you see that you actually do a lot of value to the business. When you
Mm,
can see the real number that you can just syncing data between system. It could be just order handling or something, a lot of economic data and so on. And you see that now they don't need to add like 15, 30 hours a week on
yeah.
just trying to find the data and collect it and then just look at it
Mm,
to find the right way. So they can,
mm,
when you see that they get everything they need in the right place, they don't need to copy it between systems
mm,
manually. They can instead
mm,
focus on like the real value. They
mm,
can. So when you just when you remove all of this
mm,
this task, this boring task for the business, so they can actually focus on what they are good at and what they should bring value with.
yeah.
We have a lot of this kind of integrations, especially with but order handling and things like that.
Mm.
Mm.
So that I think something like that. It's not that funny maybe for us, and so it's a pretty boring thing, but it gives a lot of value for other persons, and that give me a lot, I would say.
Yeah. Do you have any I mean, all of us have it, but I mean, some kind of mistake or something that you can share that you felt like immediately, oh, this is not good.
I have listened to some of your previous parts, and I see that this is always coming, this question. So I try.
I didn't expect.
I have, but I also, as I said earlier, like I forgot what I have done. I always forget. But I know that in the team we have some things that have been problems with. Like when a message maybe come 2 seconds too late, and you work with air plans and things like that. That
Mm,
may the consequence of that is that they may need to park them in another way, in a complete
mm,
far away, which means
mm,
it will cost a lot of money to get it back on track again,
mm,
and it will take more time for the passenger and things. So that's you need to have good control over the messages and the timing and the ordering of things sometimes, because it can cost a lot of money for the business
Yeah,
otherwise.
yeah.
that is good. Like not a lot of people think about that because I think if this happened in an airport,
Mm.
no one will even come across their head or their mind. This is the integrator's
No,
mistake. It will be.
they would yell at the stewardess,
Yeah,
saying like, "Ah, no, I'm late
so
for."
many so much people, and you say, yeah. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
it's a mistake.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this happened to me, I would not think about the integrators either.
No, no,
No,
definitely not.
that's now. Thank you for highlighting that as well.
I,
Now I will start to think about
I
it.
would just say that before we wrap up this conversation, Mimi, I mean, during the whole conversation now, about 30 minutes, you've been really business focused. Every time we mention something, you always like put it in a business way, and it's very interesting that you actually mentioned a mistake, but you don't mention the code mistake. You mentioned
Mm.
that what effect it had on people. It's a yeah.
Yeah.
I think it.
Yeah, 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 probably because the code is it's basic, but it's the human in the end that is affected in some way. So everything we
Mm,
do is for other for other persons and for the business and so on. So we put a lot of it's a lot of value for them to have the integrations and
mm,
for us to really understand it and help them. But of
mm,
course, the technical part is important, and it's really
mm,
you really need to know what you do and when you should use your patterns and what kind of components you should use.
mm,
And I think that will be more and more important also going forward because now
mm,
with AI and everything, we will be that I think that will help a lot. Like the coding, you get
mm,
automated code and so on pretty well.
mm,
But how you should maybe combine all of the services and how you should use it to give them best. Like it should be easy to maintain. It should be easy to rebuild. It should be easy to do everything.
mm,
So I think that will be more important going forward. Like how you combine the different services we
mm,
have. What you should you use logic apps? Yeah, maybe. Should you use a function? Maybe. Data like maybe. AI. Yeah, maybe. But
mm.
you need
It
to know.
depends. Depends.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of yeah,
it's
you
always
work like that.
Yes.
yeah.
With
Yes,
this,
it's
you didn't
always.
have enough choices. You had your little mapper and the way to go. You could build a little pipeline and so on. But now you have so much to choose by, and you can do so much things.
Mm,
So it's yeah, it gets more and more important to understand the real problem and understand how you use the components and what you should
mm,
put together to give a good integration and flow and value.
mm. Great answer for yeah. But now I think that we have the second last question, and this is the integration love story
Mhm.
signature
Yes, exactly.
question.
Yeah,
so
you will
so
come there.
so Mimi, this podcast is called Integration Love Story, and do you have a spark where you actually felt like I really love integration? I really love what we are doing here with integration. Do you have such a story?
But I think my when we went to the university and I did still study,
Mm,
I was yes computer science with computer science, and then
mm,
we did some kind of project work with a non-profit organization here in Sweden. And we should
mm,
map out their IT architecture.
mm,
We come there and it like see this spider net with different
mm,
connections, everything's point to point, and it's like somewhere
mm,
there. I was like, yeah, okay, I think I want to work with integration. This is
mm,
something we need to be able to do a lot better, and this is not efficient in any way. So I think
mm,
that's somewhere there. It started for me, and I
mm,
really wanted to see more about the integration space.
mm.
It's cool that you saw a miss and you said, "Oh, I love this miss. I want to keep
Yeah,
working with this."
she said it in the beginning. There is no challenge. It's only
Need to talk about
dig,
it. I love
dig
problems.
in,
Yeah,
dig into the problem. Yeah, it's great. It's
it's a
amazing.
great and it's so it represents you
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
yeah, it's
so many
yes,
ways.
good and bad.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
yes, but it's good if you don't have this passion and this way of seeing things. You will not be able to be better,
Mm,
and you are with your experience, as you we can obviously hear and see.
mm,
You have put a lot of time on your skill
mm,
and on your like craft,
mm.
which is the whole thing. If
Yeah.
it starts as a problem or whatever, how it started,
Mm,
it's a really good
mm.
way to see it. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Yes. But yeah, so now it's you said the second last question. So let's jump into the last question, which
Mm,
is like, okay, you have two options. You can, or you can three actually.
okay.
You can just give
That's
like
like
yeah, pass the mic. You give a challenge question, to the next guest, whoever this person is,
Mm.
or choose the person that will be our next guest, and we will try to contact them and get them also here.
Mm.
And the third version of that is to do both, is to ask a question to the next person that you want us to have.
Yes. But let's go for a question then.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's maybe go pretty much back to me again and what I like. But the question would probably be something like, what's the most surprising like integration mess that you have come across in your career? And what did you learn from that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I might steal it as well for other guests if it's okay, because it sounds good.
It's a
Yeah.
good question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Thank you for giving us this time now on a Friday
Mm.
night and giving us this part of your time on this before your perfect weekend come.
Exactly.
And we're really honored to have you here and glad. And we hope to also host you again, and maybe you can show us some spider net that you have been fixing and sorting out, and show us how did you do that, so we can go more technical,
Yeah. Let's
because
go.
I'm really curious about that.
Mm.
Definitely. Yeah, thank you for having me. And definitely, we should be able to fix that too.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, Mimi.